Greetings and salutations. My name is Tish, and welcome to the Artist Haven, where home plus art equals heart. In tonight's live video broadcast, it is Testing Tuesday. Whoa! And just so you know, I will be using MiX probably for the rest of the month on this channel on Testing Tuesdays, just because, like I told Krista and Debbie both, I'm going to be pushing this stuff to its limits. They're going to say, oh, you can't do that. I'll be like, oh, yeah, here, hold my beer. I will try. I will try so hard to push this stuff. And, you know, the only way that they're going to make any improvements on it is if we find something it can't do and say, okay, what can we do to make this happen? And if you have feedback on MiX and you don't really like it, let them know. You know, constructive criticism is the way we grow as human beings, as artists, as just general. So, before we get started, though, let me introduce my pal, my love, my darling, my executive producer, Mr. Michael Sean Carter.
Well, thank you. Happy Tuesday evening, everyone, from here in a balmy southern Illinois, 30 degrees. But everyone's dealing with a nice, cool, whatever, that cool front that's come through. So, but we're glad that you're joining us tonight. In the chat tonight, Darth Haster stopped by. He's just popping in to say hello. He's got some work he's doing, but he wanted to tell everyone hi. So, hello, Darth. And, of course, we've got our lovely moderators, Cheryl and Doris, that are here. So happy for all the work that they do for us. Evelyn is here tonight. Hey, Evelyn. Hello, hello. There's Sam, Twisted Art Lady. Mary Lou. Hey, Mary Lou. Hello. Clara's here. Hey, Clara. And Krista's here. Hey, Krista. Jelly Duck 100, Jelly Duck. Hey, I'm so glad you're here. Hey, Jelly Duck, need you to check your email? Do so, please. We'd really appreciate that. Let's see. Brookie Cookie is here. Hello. And
Audio is really loud, people are saying.
Is it really? Okay.
I wonder if this got bumped.
Yeah, let's check
try
the levels.
this.
We'll check the levels here.
Try that. Is that better? As I shout into the microphone.
Okay. Well, now we'll kind of check things as we go along. But
yes.
If you hear anything unusual, please let us know in the chat. Art Flow by Mo is here. Hey, Art Flow by Mo.
Hello, hello.
Gina Bina Vinci's here. Hello, hello. There's Diane McDivitt. Diane and Tony. They're in North Carolina. Happy Freezing Tuesday, she says. That sounds about right. We know that my daughter Sarah is in North Carolina. She talked about jumping on. Haven't seen her yet, but she may jump in there a little bit later. She's hanging out in the cool state of North Carolina.
Cold.
It is. It's cold everywhere. Elisa's here. Hey, Elisa. And let's see. Who else? D&D Art Gallery. It's Deb, right?
Deb.
Yeah. Hey, Deb. Hello, hello. And let's see. There is Regina. Hey, Regina.
Regina.
Sweet
I haven't
Pea.
seen you in a while.
Glad to see you. Absolutely.
Cookies here. Hi, Brooke.
Yep. Rookie Cookies here. Arizona
Julie.
Rock Garden Designs by Julie. Hey, Julie. So glad you're here. Patricia's here.
Patricia's here. Yay.
Yes, yes.
Awesome.
Let's see. And, oh, wait a minute. JMP 1229. And
That's Joanne. Joanne is a big supporter of the channel. We appreciate having her around.
Absolutely. Jeff B is here. Hail, Jeff B. DL Taylor. DL Tyler. DL Tyler, excuse me.
Just joined the channel, so welcome. Thank you for subscribing.
All right. Well, I think I've said hi to everybody. If we've left anyone out, please let us know in the chat. We'll
Shout Michael out.
Yeah.
All caps. Michael!
Oh, goodness gracious. Holy cow.
Okay.
So
one other thing of order of business before we get started. First, I would like to announce that December is my birthday month. And if you want to send me a gift, I have an Amazon wish list. or I have the PayPal me, buy me a coffee, all those fun things. But if you sign up in the month between now and December 30th at noon, you'll be put into a drawing for a commission 12 by 12. I call them this isn't a really good example, but it's a cool example because it's really glittery. 12 by 12 fantasy flower. You get to pick the colors I use in the painting. That's if you sign up for Patreon between now and December 30th before noon Central Time. If you are already a patron, not only let me say thank you very much, you will be put in that drawing automatically as well. So thank you so much to my patrons. You help me so much get the show off the road to you guys, and I appreciate you. So I'll be announcing that every live stream because I want to see more patrons out there, more awesome live streams, improvements made to the live streams. And I'm going to be starting a Patreon chat group on Facebook Messenger. So we can interact together and talk art and talk life and talk family and talk the things. Second order of business, let's go over the painting that I did last week. My first pour with the MiX. It's dried very nicely. It's got a satin sheen to it. Very nice. No cracking or crazing, which is awesome. And you can see all these little cool details in it. And I can't wait to get the finishing on it, though, because it's going to bring those colors out even more. Just the glitter did really cool stuff. And there was my favorite cell. That was my favorite cell. That's how he dried. Hopefully I can get I didn't turn off the autofocus. Come on, focus. Come on. Okay, it's not focusing. Bring it down. Camera 1, camera 2. There we go.
That's it.
That cool cell. Totally love that guy. I love the whole painting just for that guy. So that is the first painting. And I probably won't give it up because, I'm weird that way. But we'll see. We'll see. This will be my second. Well, technically, this will be like my fifth because I did a bunch of coasters on Autopalooza. That way we can. I wanted to see how far I could push it with certain things, and I did get a little bit of crazy cracking, but it's cool cracking, and it was my fault because I didn't dump off enough paint. So it wasn't nothing to do with the MiX. It's all user error, and I'll admit to that. So tonight we are going to bring out the blow tools, and we are going to do a Dutch pour. And Krista on her channel has a Dutch pour. I kind of followed her directions up until the point that it was still too thick for me. I don't know if it's just because it's really it's cooler in here. I won't say it's cold because it's like 70 in here. But it was still too thick for a Dutch pour, so I added more water. So I might be pushing the limit to what water content I can have on here. We'll see. But she also said that the Van Dyke Brown, she used Amsterdam Van Dyke Brown. I don't have Amsterdam Van Dyke Brown, so I'm using Van Dyke Brown from Winsor and Newton. So that's this guy right here. That's that guy right there. I need to remember to bring my little tote over here. The next color is this copper, which I just got some other paint in there. So hang on, let me get that out of there. There we go. This is Copper Penny by Rust-Oleum. I don't know if you'd categorize this as a house paint or not. I was talking with some fellow artists, and they gave me some really good ideas. So I'm going to follow through with that this week once I get some of the auction stuff out of the way. But this is the Rust-Oleum Metallic Accents. I've got this little jar for that. And then this is my favorite metallic red. I don't care who you are. If you don't love this, you and I cannot be friends. I don't really mean that, but sincerely, It's a very sexy red. Here's that red. And it's so much different in person. It's not in the camera. It looks really bright red, but it's not. Think Bordeaux red metallic. If you're familiar with Arteza's Bordeaux red. So that's that one. And it's I made my paints very, very thin like I do for Dutch pours. So basically it falls off the stick, makes a mound and disappears. So you have a trace of like one. It's like one and it's gone. So, but the one thing you do want to make sure when you're doing Dutch pours with your consistency of paints that you don't make a dent. Like it's so liquid that it makes a dent in your other paint as it's coming off the stick, that it still makes a little bit of a mound. And this color here is the Color Shift Red Flash. Christy used that in one of her paintings that I was watching. And I'm like, I have some of that. I can use some of that. So got that guy. And then this guy is, and I love this green. This is one of my favorite. It's a metallic leaf green by Artist Loft. Okay. But it's almost like a color shift color because it's got gold and it almost seems like it has a blue in there. So it's one of my favorite metallics. It's my favorite metallic green. And if you'll notice, there's no purple in here. Thank you. Thank you very much. I'm going beyond my, I'm stretching my boundaries. And this here is Amsterdam titanium white and two parts titanium white to 1 part flow acrylic from Artist Loft. And then I mixed it with MiX and water. So very, very thin again, not making a dent, but making a mound and disappearing right away. All right. So.
Hey, going to give a couple of shouts out real quick.
Okay.
We have Olivia Power. She is watching from Ireland.
Oh, very cool.
First time here tonight.
That's
so glad you're joining us. And then we talked also about DL Tyler being here first time. So welcome.
I'm not actually going to spin this, I don't think, but I want to be able to use the spinner to move the painting as I'm blowing it out. So that, and it also just makes it easier to move. So
you said blowing tools earlier, then you said blowing out, and
that's what she said.
And that's where your brain goes.
So I didn't want to interrupt too much because you were on a roll, and there we go. But Brookie called you out a little bit in the chat with a little. So.
That was one thing that I don't know why it popped into my head, but I just thought of the Flintstones, the movie with Rosie O'Donnell doing Betty and her little giggle, the Betty giggle. It just popped into my head.
Okay.
I don't know why.
I've never watched that.
You've never watched that movie?
No.
It's hilarious. It was a cute movie.
Not at all. Hey, Catherine's here. Hey, Catherine the Paint. Coco's Corner's here. Hey.
So just so you know, all the invoicing, all the shipping stuff has been sent out to the artists. So the artists are getting back to me with all the shipping quotes. We had some delays getting all that put together. Mostly my brain and being over analytical. But so we are going to get invoices out to all the winning bidders starting first thing tomorrow morning. So there we go. That's good enough for me. Let's torch this a little bit. There's lots of bubbles in here.
Yeah, Cheryl says we need to get that Betty giggle. Put it into one of the sound bites.
Yeah,
and do that. Claire's saying that Erica teases me that I have the Betty giggle all the time.
I can't do the Betty giggle, but I can do lots of other sound effects. I can do Roz from Monsters Inc.
Mm. I can do Pee Wee Herman. It's really loud, so.
You can do who? Okay. You can do what?
Pee Wee Herman.
Yeah.
That's awesome. I haven't heard you do Pee Wee Herman.
Okay.
I've heard you do Matthew McConaughey.
I think everyone has. At least on this channel.
I've heard you do some other
voices.
Some other voices. The dude from what is the name of that show with the old guy that does the Mr.
What?
It's like an old Southern dude. Green Acres, I think, maybe.
Oh, Mr. Haney?
Mr. Haney, that's what it was.
Okay. Yeah, I used to do Mr. Haney on the radio.
Yeah.
Yeah, we got a lot of like bucket country radio stations. A lot of gut bucket country is what I used to call it around here. So it's old time, like we had
tear in my
radio station. Let's see, it was over around Harrisburg, Illinois. Yeah, but
I'm crying for you, dear.
Yep, Jeff. All right.
It's like living with a person with multiple personalities.
Jeez,
but in a good way.
I haven't done Mr. Haney in a while.
Okay, let's see. So, I gotta make sure I got the cold on. There we go. And the ion is off because otherwise there we go. I need to get a new hairdryer. This poor guy's taped up and duped up. All right, so.
That's what she said.
In preparation for all your guys' ears up there, if you're wearing earbuds, this is your final countdown.
My God.
And I'm going to start this baby up in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, now I'm going to bring in the little gun.
Yep, it's loud. We warned you. It
is.
Yeah. I'll bring in this little guy. He's not as loud, but he can still be kind of loud. Well, he doesn't want to cooperate. There you go.
For those that are not aware, this is the smallest leaf blower. So, and it packs quite a punch. So.
Yeah, he's got some power to him.
That's what she said. Yeah.
Yes, that is actually what she said.
There we go.
That's
so,
exactly what I said. That's exactly what I said.
Did everyone have a nice Thanksgiving? I hope so. We've been gone since then, so we're glad that everyone
we did have the
back.
auction.
And we did have the auction, but this is a little less formal.
Yes.
So.
Okay, I don't really like that right there, so I gotta fix that. But other than that, let's see, what do you think?
For those asking about the mini leaf blower, this one actually came from Cracker Barrel.
Yep.
So Cracker Barrel had them in their gift shop. They are available on Amazon if they're. I know that they're sold on Amazon, I should say. I don't know about the availability, but yeah, it looks like Cracker Barrel is about the best source.
Okay.
It's got a galaxy look to it.
Kinda, yeah.
Yeah. Looks like a nebula, like a star that's exploded.
Okay. Okay. I think I'm gonna come back through. There we go. There, like that. All right, let's torch this. And the thing I like about mix is you gotta let it, this is definitely one mix you gotta let sit and let it do its thing, because there's a lot of reaction that happens, kind of like with resin, where a lot of reaction happens as it dries. So this is definitely one that you gotta just kind of let it sit and chill. So I'm going to lift this up so you guys can get a good view of this. Kind of. There we go. Trying to get my sides taken care of too while I was looking. Well, I'm here. So You can see it goes very nice and wispy and willowy. And the colors meld together but don't mix, which is kind of funny because it's called MiX. But just some really cool lines and some really good depth. And we got another funky cell. I love it. I love it. Look at that funky cell. I love it. So definitely got some really cool lacing in this one. So, yeah. What do you think, Michael?
I'm just taking it in. I mean, it just has that celestial, thinking about a lot of looking at heavenly bodies, especially with a lot of the stuff I've looked at the Hubble telescope. I mean, you see a lot of things like this, and that's kind of the imagery that sometimes it pops up for me. So everybody sees what they want to see, but definitely, it's just colors are just mesmerizing. So and everybody in the chat is talking about how awesome it looks, and that mix is just that's it.
I haven't found anything that I don't like about it, but I told them I'd be first in line to tell them when I don't like something, because that's the only way. I'm honest,
Yeah, absolutely.
It's the only way that they're gonna make it better.
Yeah.
So if there's something you don't like, reach out to Krista and Debbie. Let them know, hey, this is what I don't like about it. I mean, they made this. They make this stuff with their own two hands. So
Darcy Evans was saying that cell is kidney bean cell. It does have kind of a little bit of a kidney bean look to it.
Yeah, it does kind of look like a little kidney bean.
Yeah.
It's a Mexican jumping bean. Ay, ay, ay. But yeah, I didn't like it. For me, sometimes I don't like Dutch pours. I'm not super good at them. I do have fun with them. I get a little heavy-handed with the paint. And I'll probably tomorrow we'll do another one with these same colors and not get so heavy-handed with the paint. Because the first one is always like, I use too much paint. And then the second one is like, oh, that's better. And then the third one's usually the one that I really love. So, but I just wanted to show that it is possible. You get great translucency, really good flow. And I will let you know that my mixture tonight was 70 grams of mix, 30 grams of water, and 10 grams of paint. Okay, so not much paint really went onto this canvas. We're going to see how it dries, just like we did with the other one. We'll see how it dries, see how well the colors turned out. And all the colors except for the brown and the white are metallic, so we'll see how much sparkle we still have. That's where I want to see. If I push this to its limits, what can I do with it? So, and, I'm up for a challenge. I'm up to finding out what, and I want it to be able to be used by people that are just starting out, like Cousin Diane, and are trying to get an effect. And I want them to be able to grab this stuff and be able to get the effect using and be consistent and,
Yeah, absolutely. Jen Sweeney was asking about 7 parts. She said, has anyone used a little less to see how it comes out?
A little less as in like a 50-50 mix or something like that? I haven't yet, but that's on my list to do, is to do a 50-50 mix.
Test that.
Clara says, I ordered some mix last week. Hopefully we can play with it by the end of the month together. I know. Oh, you're not going to like me. Clara and I go on live Thursday mornings, every Thursday morning, except for Christmas Eve and New Year's Eve this year, or this month. So we're going to only have a couple of lives this month because of the holidays. And I don't know if you know this, but December 30th is my birthday. We are having an Artapalooza birthday party for me on Wednesday night. So Tish might need to sleep in on Thursday morning.
We'll see. We'll see how that goes.
We'll see. We'll
Yeah,
see.
definitely.
We'll see how many shots I end up taking.
DL was asking about Rust-Oleum paints. Generally, we get those at like Home Depot,
I have not seen them at Home Depot. I've
No,
only seen
okay.
them at Menards.
Menards. Okay.
And you can order from Menards online, and they will ship it to your house.
Okay.
I have actually been in contact with them trying to get some kind of affiliate program going. So, because I love these Rust-Oleum paints. There's also a lot of other products that I get there. A lot of tools like that I use for painting I get there. So, if I can help out, a locally owned business go global, I'm all for it. But I love this green. I just so love this green, and this lacing is just, I don't know if you guys are watching the painting at all, but I'm seeing it metamorphosize right in front of my face, and it's like awesome. I'm so excited. I'm so like fangirling right now.
So Regina says that's her husband's birthday.
December 30th? Yay!
Absolutely. Yeah.
That's awesome. I always say I'm a New Year's Eve baby. So I got in right at the right tax time for my parents. But yes, and Artapalooza is tomorrow night as well. We have some great people joining us for Artapalooza this month. I don't want to spoil the surprises, so you're going to have to tune in to see who we got coming on, because we got some awesome artists. And not that we don't already. I mean, we have like kick-ass artists right now as it sits, but we have even more awesome artists coming on. So if there are no further questions, be sure to sign up. Go over, check out the Patreon, because anybody who signs up this month will get entered into a drawing. I don't do giveaways very often, but when I do, I usually go big. And 12 by 12 fantasy flower, you pick the colors and I will pour it for you.
Okay, so Olivia is asking about MiX.
Okay,
so that would be within the chat. You see Krista.
Mm-hmm.
And any information, I think Cheryl actually listed.
Did I not put the link in the description? I might not have.
Okay.
I'll
We can throw that in
later.
there. Yeah, so that way, Olivia, you can read up on MiX.
Yep,
and find out all about it.
It's a very good product. I always tell people I can't sell something I can't believe in. And even though I don't make any money talking about them, I love them, and I would rather, I'd rather support two other artists than some corporate big shot. So
absolutely. Oh, Doris is going to have her birthday celebration
on the 13th.
On the 13th of December.
Yep.
That'll be 12 noon Central Time. That'll be on a Sunday. Yep. So keep that in mind. Put that on your calendar as well. And
absolutely.
Hey, there's Sue. Hey, Sue.
Good day, Sue.
Slipping in there. Oh, hey.
That's what he said.
Okay. So, well, I would say another wonderful Tuesday testing.
Thank you. And we will be back next Tuesday to play some more with MiX. And I think I might have something else up my sleeve as well. So don't want to miss that. So make sure that if you're not subscribed already, click that subscribe button and hit the notification bell, because we go live 5 days a week and we have fun doing it, and you learn a lot, and we all need a happy moment in our day. So here we are. Thank you so much for joining me tonight. I appreciate you. Remember, be kind to one another. Peace, love, and happiness.